not component. What you are doing is that one component is making a good shortfall, good windfall.
Yes.
So let me take part of it and push it. Oh, I see.
Honorable.
You are robbing Peter to pay Paul.
I beg you.
That is what you are saying.
Honorable.
That is exactly what Atufos is doing.
When your government was leaving office, what was the price of petrol?
Kwesi.
Today, what is the price of petrol? Has it increased?
It has gone down because of an exchange rate stabilization.
And shouldn't we benefit from the exchange rate stabilization in order to address other sectors of the national economy?
Let me also tell you.
What are you talking about?
No, Kwesi.
But that is how the economy is running.
That is not it. Last month, you increased electricity by 14.5%.
Me?
I'm talking government. I'm talking about the government.
No problem, government. But
I'm coming.
Honorable.
Kwesi.
When you were leaving office,
it's not about me.
No, your government. When your government was leaving office.
I'm talking about what
about what? Hold on.
I am saying that, Kwesi.
Honorable. Very simple. No, don't let us get into this highfalutin things and so on.
No, Kwesi, I have to explain that.
Question.
Yes.
When your government was leaving office, what was the price of petrol? What is the price of petrol today?
It has gone down.
How can you have the moral authority be complaining that the price of petroleum products are going up?
Kwesi, I have every right. No, I have every right to discuss what they brought to Parliament. I have every right to do so. They have increased electricity by 14.57%. They have increased water by 4.02%. They are increasing a litre of fuel by 1 cedi.
Is that why you walked out yesterday?
Oh, Kwesi, as working out as part of the parliamentary process.
No.
We walked out because
I want to understand
we walked out because we don't want to be part of this. That's the basic principle.
Okay.
We don't want to be part of it. We don't want to be part of no amount of explanation. Listen, last year.
No, we haven't answered my question.
I've answered your question.
No, my question is when you were leaving office.
But I've also told you that the price was higher than what we have now, and it is lower now because we have some exchange rate stability. That's fine. But the government is saying that the exchange rate that you are getting, that let's do a practical example. Dollar was 16 cedis. Now it's 13 cedis.
It went to 17.
17 cedis. Let's do whatever. 17 cedis. And now it's 12 cedis or 13 cedis. You are making a profit of 4 cedis. That 4 cedis that you have as extra income, disposable income, you are being told that 14.57% of that is going to be used to pay electricity. You are being told that 4.02% of that is going to be used to pay electricity, water. You are now also being told that 1 cedi of that is going to be used to pay for electricity, fuel. And you think we shouldn't complain about this?
Honorable, I have a second question. Honorable, I have a second question for you. Can I ask my second question?
Kwesi.
Yes. At the time you were leaving office, the power sector alone was indebted to the tune of almost $4 billion. How do you propose that the incoming administration pays for that debt you left behind? Power sector debt of close to $4 billion. How do you propose that?
It's a very good question. When the minister came to Parliament, even proud to, and last time I was telling you about John's appearance here, nobody should tell us they didn't know what the problem was before they entered government. They were clear in their mind. They knew what the problem was. Atu came to Parliament to read the budget. What impression did he give us? What impression did he give us? He says he's taking off taxes and that there are more innovative ways to rake in money. That's what Atu said. We were here in Parliament. We tried 11, we tried betting taxes, The total amount we got from those places, what he's done now, is double. He has robbed Peter to pay Paul. He has taken levy out, brought another levy. That's what he's done.
You haven't answered my question.
That's what he's done. Oh no,
you haven't answered my question.
Kwesi, I just want to focus on my point. I'll answer your question. You're asking about ways to do it. Is that not it?
Yes. Show me how else the problem can be solved. Show me.
Kwesi, I'm not on the line. No. I'm not in government. They are in government. They should be magnanimous enough.
But you have a responsibility, even outside government, to be reasonable.
We
have a
responsibility
reasonable. To be practical.
When we
are criticizing a certain policy measure, you should have an alternative, a better alternative. Show me your better alternative.
We are being reasonable.
Show me how reasonable you are being when there's a debt of close to $4 billion hanging on our necks.
That debt was there since January when they came to power. That debt was there when he came to Parliament to read his budgets. He did not make any provision. Now he is seeing that all the populist thing that he was talking about, any tax wave, is not sustainable. He is the same tax and even more. That's the point you are making. Already you are taking 14.something% on electricity, 4.something on water. Now you are charging per liter. A liter. You watch when they start this implementation of this. You watch. What?
Honorable, how do we prevent a total shutdown of the power sector of the national economy as a result of rising debt? How do we do that? Show me. Show us. Everybody is watching. You are a very articulate young parliamentarian. You are. Show us how to deal with that problem.
But he's just told you that he's not been voted for to solve problems. There are people who have been voted for to solve the problems, so they should deal with the problems. That's what he said.
Masa,
that's what he said.
Not what he said.
No.
Because
he said somebody has been voted for.
I beg you. If that is what he said.
Yes. And I'm a Collins.
Masa, if you insist that that is what he said, you will portray him as an irresponsible parliamentarian. Yes, that's what you'll be doing. And I think it's unfair to him. I don't think that he's irresponsible. I think he's a very responsible person.
Yesterday.
The duty of the parliamentarian is not just to go into parliament and kick against everything. The parliamentarian has a duty to make suggestions for improving the conditions of life of the Ghanaian people, to make suggestions which will remove hardship, which would make sure that the power sector runs and so on. And I want to believe that that is the role they are playing in Parliament. I want to believe that my brother here is a responsible member of Parliament and that his title, Honourable, is earned. I want to believe that. You understand? And that is why I'm posing the question.
You know that I'm responsible.
Come.
You know.
And that is why I'm posing the question. All that we have said, how does that take away the huge debt of close to $4 billion that the power sector is carrying?
I'm with you.
All that you have said, I'm coming. Just hold on. All that you have said. Compare petroleum prices 4 months ago till now and see whether the suffering of people has been alleviated or not alleviated.
This has not been implemented. This has not been implemented though.
It would not take...
The Ghanaian people decided that my level was bad. So he has taken me out of government.
Yes.
The guy who was coming in said that when I come in, I will have innovative ways
of not reaching your level. I'm saying that this measure will not reach your level.
No, he said he has...
Will it reach your level?
No, he said he has innovative ways to change the fortunes. Do you think if NDC, during their campaign, had said, when I come, I'm going to increase taxes to take care of the debt, do you think they would have won the election? Do you think they would have won the election if they had told us that when I come, one of the ways to deal with the energy sector debt is for me to increase the levies?
But Collins,
you are being so unfair.
No, I'm not unfair.
Now let me explain
I'm
why
not being unfair.
Now let me explain why
I'm not being unfair because you are putting me on the spot.
No, can I explain why
you're unfair? I'm saying that I'm not the one in charge.
Can I explain why
the people in charge created a certain impression.
Because you just heard him.
Yes, created a certain impression.
Hold on.
So don't expect him to give you a solution.
Yes. Look,
and I'll tell you my solution.
I want to protect my brother.
Yes, but I'll tell you.
That's why I'm not giving him hard punches.
Yes.
I'll tell you my solution.
But listen, why you are being very unfair. In the last elections, one of the campaign messages of President Mahama and the NDC was simply that they introduced a levy in order to deal with the energy sector debt. And that if that levy had been used for purpose, the energy sector would not have accumulated such huge debt. Is that true or not?
True.
So how can you sit here and say that they didn't tell us that the introduction of a levy to deal with the energy sector debt was on the cards? They told us that that was their solution, that their solution was ESLA, didn't they?
Yes.
So are you not being very unfair?
No, their solution
was being extremely unfair.
Their solution was not to increase. If Ato wanted to increase, when he brought this bill,
why do you reduce everything to Ato?
He's the finance minister. He brought this bill to Parliament. And I'm saying that this bill is just an amendment. He brought the bill in March. And in March, this is what he told us in his memorandum. That he's not going to increase.
I wish somebody else were on the panel today advancing the kind of arguments you're advancing.
No, because
with you, I'm constrained. No, I'm being very honest. With you, I'm so constrained.
This is what he told us.
We'll take a breather, but what I do know is that You know, John Jinapor for a very long time, even when he was in opposition, when in government, has said it time and again that we have a huge energy sector debt to deal with.
Yes.
But he always says, and I want to put him on record, which is that we all have to find a way to pay for that debt, because we obviously don't expect either the president or the vice president or a minister or anybody to pay. It's going to be all of us. Now, the issue raised about what appears to be either an afterthought or what appears to be